I'm Sabrina, and this is The Creative Edge. Whether it's a philosophy, a mindset shift, or a technical skill, everyone experiences something that makes them move with a new energy. I'm here to uncover what takes people from good to great. Let's dive in.
Hello, I'm Daniel. I'm a co-owner of a bar and lounge in Shibuya, and I'm a co-owner and co-founder of a gym here in Sanganjaya.
Amazing. What did you bring us to drink today?
It was the iced coffee, but the summer heat melted it, so now it's kind of room temperature 7-Eleven iced coffee.
What does 7-Eleven iced coffee mean to you?
It's got me through everything, through Japanese school, college, my first business, and now my second one, and it's still keeping me going every day.
All right. Cheers.
Kanpai.
Is that how you say it in Japanese?
It's Japanese. Kanpai.
Kanpai. You know, that tastes a lot better than I expected. I can't say that the 7-Eleven coffee we have in the U.S. is the same quality. Would you say it's better here?
Absolutely. It's like brewed in like 30 seconds. Fresh grounds and everything is perfect.
What are the convenience stores like in Tokyo?
World savers. They're not only like social hubs, you can get like anything you might need there just like simply by accident. Like it's literally a convenience store.
What are your favorite 7-Eleven finds besides coffee?
Ooh, they've got like a really great chocolate chip cookie, but as a gym owner, I can't condone it. So I'll say their protein packs, which is like steamed chicken and broccoli.
You can get chicken and meat and veggies from 7-Eleven.
Fresh veggies.
And fresh too.
It's crazy.
What's taken you from good to great?
It's taken every opportunity I was ever presented, whether it's like small collaborations or working with bigger influencers or superstars like yourself.
I wouldn't quite say that, but you do so much here in Tokyo. What do you think separates a business from those that thrive and those that struggle?
Intention and almost like being genuine in how you want to operate. Because some businesses operate as like a gimmick, or they catch on trends, or they try to like tourist trap you or something like that. But if you have clear intentions and you're genuine with what you want to do, it attracts good energy. So I always say good energy attracts good energy.
I'd love to know a little bit more about opportunity here. Is there any opportunities that really leveled you up or propelled you forward in starting your own businesses?
It's honestly meeting the right people. The community in Tokyo is so small that like once you know someone, you know everyone. There's a lot of inbound and stuff like that, but the people building the expat community here is quite small. So understanding who they are and getting in with them is very, very helpful, I would say.
And how do you build those relationships? What does that actually look like here in Tokyo?
Going to the right places. There are certain places that only expats go to compared to like tourist places, and you can find a lot of the local communities there. Before COVID, it used to be in the club, but recently the trends are moving towards a more like fitness and healthier lifestyle, because you can only drink so much espresso martinis and have useful conversation, you know? So now it's really changing to like morning DJ clubs or run clubs, or even going into the gym. And like ours, everyone like speaks English or is bilingual at least. It's really just having that connection and building the community. You go to these meetups, you are the community at that point, you know, and you're building it yourself. So
I love that you're talking about you being the community, because when you create these spaces, when you create a gym, you create a bar, they are for the purpose. Well, I mean, for the gym, you're there to work out, and especially when you're going to a bar, you're there for community and connection. How do you want your spaces to feel when people go?
So first of all, we try to aim for like optimal flow. So when people walk into the door, they don't get stuck in the door. Like that's one big thing that it's such a weird thing to get hung up on, but it's so incredibly important that like when you enter a space, you feel welcomed and you like just the good vibes like to draw you in. So that's one thing we learned doing the bar and lounge, and that also helped us with the gym.
How do you influence what the community looks like in the spaces that you're building?
Japanese gyms here are very strict on rules, tattoos. You're not allowed to talk or use your phone on the machines, which some people might like because you get stuck scrolling on Instagram on like one machine for 30 minutes, right? We've created a space where it's okay to be yourself, and it's not like we're trying to change the culture, but it's just to create like they often call it here like a fourth place, which is like outside of your normal 3D dimensions and rules.
If people are looking to start their own business, they might not know where to start, but what helped you to take that first step?
With the bar and lounge, we just came on as co-investors, so there was already a system set up and everything like that. So we learned how business is done in Japan first as, you know, smaller co-owners of the space. And from that, we were able to learn. And then it took us about 3 years, 4 years later that we were able to open up our own company and make our own business.
I think a lot of people assume that when they start a business, from day one, it's going to be booming, it's going to be thriving. That's not the case. You have to be patient. You have to put a lot of time and dedication into it.
Yeah, apparently not. I thought we were going to be famous off day one. I was like, what's going on? No one's in the gym? It definitely takes a lot of effort. I think I worked, when we were doing construction, I also worked full time in my office job, and I was working 25-hour days. So there's some sacrifices that you're going to have to make.
What are the things you've had to miss out on?
Losing all of my sleep for a couple months there. I lost my abs for a while there. It was a lot of sleepless nights. There were some nights where I would literally lie down in bed and just think and just really materialize like how it's going to look, envision it. 100% of my focus was on this one goal. And I think that's really what it takes to be successful.
Those sleepless nights, losing weight, not because you're using the gym, but
No.
because you're worried.
It's stress.
That is the unsexy, the unglamorous part behind
Yeah.
the scenes that people don't see when they
Right.
come to your business. But now, after everything that you've gone through, you should probably feel like there's nothing you can't accomplish. There's nothing
Yeah.
you can't do.
I wouldn't change a single thing about it either. This experience alone has helped me grow as a person, like more than anything I've ever done in my entire life. So I'm so very happy about how it's going.
And what do you think is the difference between why businesses fail and why they succeed?
They don't adapt. We were able to pivot very quickly when things weren't going the way we wanted to, or if we made mistakes, we were able to change very quickly. And I think that's very important in running a business.
Could you talk about a specific story where you had to pivot, maybe against what you wanted to do?
Yeah. I actually have two specific instances for this.
Yeah.
One is about a drag show and one is about a floor. So at the bar and lounge that we run, 10 Cups, on our opening party, we had a drag queen come by. And it was so incredibly popular, and the queens were absolutely fantastic. So we decided to do a couple drag brunches. And they ended up being one of like our most popular events. So we quickly pivoted towards that. As far as the floor goes, that's a less fun story. You know, it's not all queens and sparkles and glitter. We had ripped open our floor in our gym, found so many different pipes there. And we talked to the landlord and the architect. And we said, what are these? They said, we have no idea what these are. I said, can I take them out? They said, absolutely not. So I was like, okay, what are we going to do now? We ended up building like a platform, putting in like 225 kilos of concrete and leveling everything out. It was the most brutal task that we did, but we had pivoted so quickly. It was between like 1-2 days where we figured out what we had to do and just got it done.
Oh my gosh. Unexpected, probably very expensive, money that you didn't expect that you'd have to be paying. But it's so important to pivot, to go towards what you need to get done, even
Yes.
when it's hard,
Yeah.
even when you don't want to, even when you want to be spending that money on things like maybe those treadmills or
Yeah, right.
things that people are looking for. But why is it important to pivot?
You find different and new opportunities when you aren't stuck in a mindset. We weren't exactly 100% prepared to open the gym, but we immediately hopped on the chance to get the property, and it ended up being one of the best things about our business.
Now we're going to jump into our rapid fire round where I'm going to ask you just a couple of questions about your lifestyle to get to know a little bit more about you.
Okay.
Are you an early bird or are you a night owl?
Night owl.
What do you do at night?
I think I work, I don't sleep. I have a lot of fun too. I love to go out. Tokyo is the best city to spend in the night.
What do you typically eat for breakfast?
2 pieces of toast with peanut butter, an egg, and shaohuisan. It's called shaohuisan sausage. I think it's like German or something.
Huh. What's your favorite hobby?
I love to snowboard during the winters, and summer times I try to get to the beach as much as I possibly can.
I love it. What's your best self-care ritual?
I do a mask every single night after I take a bath, because bathing, like taking baths here is very popular. So I take a bath every night, and then afterwards I do a face mask.
What kind of face mask? Don't gatekeep from the community.
I don't gatekeep. It's like a stem cell collagen. I don't know the name. Maybe I'll send it to you later. But
All right.
stem cell collagen.
Send me that. That sounds like I need that. Who do you go to for advice?
I look in the mirror and I say, you can do it. No, or I talk to my brother, because we talk through everything, like a lot of the issues, a lot of stuff. Things get too much. We literally just say, pause, and then, okay, let's discuss this and figure this out. So we figured out now.
And it seems like you guys have a great bond.
Yeah, well, I mean, we grew up together, so I've known this guy for a long time. Yeah, I really trust his opinion, and leaning on our business experience together, it's something, you know, his opinion matters a lot in these sorts of situations.
You guys are very lucky to have each other. But again, don't sleep on taking your own advice. I love that. Look in the mirror
Yeah.
and tell yourself, you can do it.
You can do it.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Daniel,
you.
for coming on Creative Edge. I know a lot of people are going to learn tons from this episode and maybe start their own businesses too, just not in Tokyo because we don't want competition, okay? Thanks for listening. New episodes drop each week, so subscribe so you don't miss what's next. If you enjoyed today's episode, we'd really appreciate a 5-star review so that we can reach more people. See you next time to discover the next Creative Edge.